Hello and welcome once again to the Inner Flame Oracle. My name is Tracy. I'm here to do general readings for those watching and to get some messages out and see what you need to know right now. Today, maybe tomorrow, who knows. Let's see what the reading has to say for you. This channel is all about your inner passion, inner fire, your desires, even, conquering fears, barriers, maybe, all those kinds of things. We're going to take a look at stuff and see what comes up for you. So thank you again so much for being here, and let's get started. Okay, the first card out is the inner child. I'll read these to you in a second. The second card out is obsession. And the third card out is spiritual gifts. All right, so with the inner child card, it says you're currently healing old emotional wounds. And the second card, obsession, it's time to get out of your head and back to your heart. And spiritual gifts, you are in the process of developing and fine-tuning your spiritual gifts. I just want to say that with these cards coming out like this, you could be doing, sorry, the light is bad, but it'll get better as I go along. Maybe you could be doing like some counseling or something like that around past inner child healing, and you could be getting a bit obsessed about it, and you're all in your head about maybe why did this happen, why do I have to go through this kind of thing. We're going to see more as we get more into the reading, more in depth. And the spiritual gifts, you are in the process of developing and fine-tuning your spiritual gifts. And I think that might be where the relief is coming from. It's learning to fine-tune your spiritual gifts. It's funny, and there's the Hierophant, which is like the high up guy there for spirituality. So let's get into it and see what the tarot has to say for you. For those watching, thank you so much for being here once again, the Inner Flame Oracle. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to help you maybe along your journey in life and discover your inner fire, your most inner desires, and how to get there, and all those kinds of things, and overcome all those challenges, etc., etc. Okay, so let's see where the cards want to take us today. All right, so the Hangman is the overall energy. And I'm just gonna lay it out, and then I'll take you through it, okay? So we've got Temperance coming in. If I see cards that represent zodiac signs, I will say them. And Temperance is Sagittarius, which is fire, which I am. Sagittarius, fire, inner flame, the Queen of Cups. Wow. King of Wands. The Hermit. The Knight of Cups. The King of Cups. What the heck? The Five of Pentacles. The Nine of Wands. And the Chariot. Yeah, okay. So right away, what I was saying just a minute ago about the inner child and the obsession card and the spiritual gifts and all that kind of thing, it sort of looks like I might be on the right track with that. And at this point in time, you're kind of like in suspension. Like, things aren't moving right now. It's like kind of stuck energy, and you're trying to find a balance. You're trying to find a balance between the light and the dark, and all these kinds of things that are happening with the emotions. And the King of Wands coming in, You know, cups are our emotions, and wands are fire and passion and all those kinds of things. And same here with the temperance coming in, which is Sagittarius energy, is also fire. And it's like, you know, maybe you're struggling a bit with the healing process that's going on. Yeah. You're trying to find a balance to something. I'm not sure what yet, but we'll get there. And then we've got the Hermit, the Knight of Cups, and the King of Cups. Again, like the Hermit is like, well, he's a hermit, you know. Um, with the Hanged Man and the Hermit energy is very stuck, very sitting still. Nothing is moving. But also, I see like with this Hermit card in this tarot deck, especially, you see how the light is kind of shining on that snake there. So it's like shining a light on maybe somebody being sneaky, and also I'm getting this sense of like dark night of the soul for some reason. There's not really any cards here to say that, but we'll get, maybe it'll come out later. But it's like you're shining a light on something. You're shining a light maybe on somebody that was trying to be sneaky with you, like a snake. You know how they say, oh, he's like a snake in the grass kind of thing. Could have been a relationship, family member, I don't know. But then we have like the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. And it's like the Knight of Cups, you know, he's coming in, doo doo doo. He's got an offer, and it's emotions, it's cups, right? So he's got an offer of love. And he knows that he's the King of Cups. And the King of Cups, you know, if you look at the succession, it's like the Knight and then the King, right? So the King of Cups is sitting there up on his throne waiting for something. Not sure yet what, because we got that suspension, we got the Hermit, and then we have the Five of Pentacles, which is really crazy to have that in this. It's almost like, as a Five of Pentacles, if you look at the card, it's like somebody needing a handout, and pentacles represent, you know, stability, money, abundance, scarcity mindsets, things like that. Like, oh, I don't have enough, there's not enough to go around, this, that, this, that, this, that. That could be where the stuck energy is. And the Nine of Wands with the Five of Pentacles, because it comes after, right? So it's like the Nine of Wands is like on bended knee, surrendering to maybe certain mindsets that you might have around your emotions, around your healing, around love, around stability. The Nine of Wands is also like boundaries, setting up boundaries. So you could be in the process of setting up boundaries with somebody that was the same. Okay? And then we go from that Nine of Wands to the Chariot, which is, the Chariot is like moving forward. So it's kind of like, if you look at it, it's going like this, right? So you're stuck in this energy. You're doing some healing and you're getting all obsessed about it. You're trying to find the balance of your emotions and what are my passions? What do I love? What do I want to do? This kind of thing. There's somebody that's, I don't know, bugging you or something, or maybe it's a past memory about something that happened with somebody that was kind of sneaky and whatever. And, you know, then all of a sudden he comes in as the Knight of Cups and he's handing you, you know, here, take my love, take the cup of love. And he's sitting there and he knows, like, he knows who he is. He's secure in himself. not a gender thing. It's energy. It's masculine, right? There's a lot of masculine energy here. We got 6 cards of masculine energy. Um, so yeah, I get this sense that you're dealing with somebody, or you dealt with somebody that was like this, and maybe their thought process was, hey, can you help me out over here? Like, I need some money. And you're kind of like, no, I'm putting up my boundaries with this for the final time. I've had enough of dealing with it. And no, right? And so you kind of, it's like, I don't know what to call it. It's like a progression. Sorry, it's a progression, right? It's a progression from this to all of that to the chariot, which the chariot is moving forward. And you see the two like lion guys or whatever they are there. That's also like balance of masculine and feminine energy. And in the chariot, she's sitting in her chariot. She's guiding her chariot. She's guiding the show now. She's not falling into this stuff anymore with whoever the snake is, okay? And doing healing around that. Whoever this message is for, I get the feeling that you're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna make a breakthrough, and this is gonna change immensely for you. This is gonna change immensely for you, and I just want to get a little bit more clarity on this, because this is pretty cool. Like, okay, I take them as I see them. So as many cards that come out, come out. The 5 of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the 8 of Wands, and the 6 of Pentacles. Okay. It's like, this is showing me that you're done with any kind of nonsense that doesn't align with your where you're going, where you want to be in your life. And that Page of Swords is a message. It's a communication of truth. And this 6 of Pentacles, like, I'm just going to put this down for a second. I want to show you something. You see how the 5 and the 6 of Pentacles are sort of the same? And it's almost like this Page of Wands is the same person from this that's still trying to get through to you. And it's like they're saying to you, hey, look at me, the 5 of Swords, eh? Look at me. I cleaned up my mess. I cleaned up my backyard, and I'm good to go now. Okay? But you're like, no, you're not. And you're not falling for it again. This is really cool. You're not falling for it. You are moving forward fast. Okay? The 8 of Wands is like, pew, I'm out of here. That is so amazing. Yeah, you're like, I'm not playing games with you anymore. And also, remember what I was talking about at the beginning of the reading there about, the suspension and trying to find the balance between the light and the dark, and cleaning up all the mess inside your head and being too much in your head and stuff like that. Well, look at this. Look at this, beautiful souls. The King and Queen of Wands. You cannot get any more passion than this duo right there. Okay? So if this person, whoever this, snake person is, always like, hey, give me some money. I need this. I need that. I want this. I want that. Still, but it's all almost like this card is showing me, yeah, but when they have something, they don't give it back, eh? They don't give it back. But they're still trying to message you. They're still trying to get through to you somehow. I'm not sure how. But and they're trying to play you. They're like, yeah, look, but look, I've cleaned up my act and stuff like that. No, he hasn't. No, they haven't. Whoever it is, and just hang in there and keep doing your healing. Keep healing the inner child and the wounds, and you'll see this here, this beautiful connection of fire and passion and love and burning, for each other and for yourself, um, is going to come in because you're doing the work. And once that kind of cycle is complete, which I see that it is because you put up your boundaries around this kind of stuff, you've put up your boundaries around that kind of stuff. And because you end up doing that, I'm not sure if you've done it yet or what, but because you've done that, the Chariot and the Eight of Wands are both the cards that represent the fastest movement in the tarot. So it's going to move fast. And you are going to find the balance. You're going to find that balance. You really, really are. So, congratulations. This is, wow. I didn't see this coming with these first three cards that came out. But congratulations. That's absolutely beautiful. That this is your end result right there, right? the fire within, the inner flame. Okay, so I'm gonna use a different deck today to close out the reading. This is like it's a life coaching deck that I use, but it's got like affirmations and reflections and inspiration. And I feel like this reading is kind of calling for something like that for you. So let's see what comes out. Okay, sorry. That was a card that was not really relevant to the deck. It's like, how to use this deck. Okay, well, I already know how to use this deck. I don't need instruction. Thank you very much. That was kind of weird. It was like, hey, what's that card? I've never seen that in there before. Okay, so we're just going to do this. Bang. Doop, doop, doop. And then we're going to do this. All right, so we've got inspiration. And it says, if you feel burnout settling in, if you feel demoralized and exhausted, it is best for the sake of everyone to withdraw and restore yourself. Walk to your favorite coffee shop for an afternoon pick-me-up or brew a cup of tea as you take a few minutes to reflect and recharge. And that's it, and that kind of goes back to that the suspension and the obsession and all those kinds of things. Yeah, take some time out for you and just go for a walk, go do something, go get a cup of tea or coffee, whatever, and just take it easy and know that everything's gonna be okay. And something that maybe I can pass on to you is I learned a few years ago when things are tough, and you can't really see the forest through the trees, and you just don't know which way to go and everything like that, and you can't get yourself out of whatever it is you're thinking about. One of the things that worked for me was just to say to myself that everything is always working out for me. And I mean, if you have to say it 10 times in a row or whatever it's going to be, maybe it'll help you. So I thank you again very much for coming into the Inner Flame Oracle. And I love having this channel going to be able to share with you and to help you, guide you on your way to your inner flame. I'll see you next time.